What if, right this second, the Earth just stopped spinning? It sounds impossible, but if it somehow happened, it would instantly transform our planet into a scene of unimaginable destruction. At the equator, the Earth is rotating at about 1,000 miles per hour. That motion is what keeps the oceans, the atmosphere, and everything else in relative balance. If it stopped instantly, the laws of physics would take over in the most violent way imaginable. First, inertia would launch everything not solidly anchored into the air. Buildings, cars, trees, and even entire cities would be ripped from the ground and hurled eastward at supersonic speeds. You would feel the air itself become a catastrophic shockwave as the atmosphere kept moving even though the planet beneath it had stopped. Enormous walls of water, mega tsunamis, would race across continents. In a matter of moments, coastlines would be swallowed by waves thousands of feet high. But that's just the beginning. Mountain ranges would erode almost instantly as hurricane-force winds scoured the surface. Dust and debris would fill the sky, creating darkness that could last for weeks. Some scientists believe these winds could exceed 1,000 miles per hour, fast enough to tear apart concrete structures. If you were standing on higher ground, you'd see entire forests flattened like grass. The atmosphere would keep swirling around the planet for days, gradually losing momentum. Once the chaos settled, the planet would face an even stranger problem. Without rotation, one side of the Earth would be locked in permanent daylight, while the other would be plunged into endless night. The side facing the sun would become unimaginably hot, boiling oceans and burning the land. Meanwhile, the dark side would freeze into an icy wasteland. This temperature difference would create winds far more extreme than anything we experience now. Massive convection currents would constantly pull air from the scorching side to the frozen side, driving global storms that never end. Gravity itself would shift. The Earth isn't a perfect sphere. It bulges at the equator because of its rotation. If spinning stopped, water would slowly migrate toward the poles. Over thousands of years, the equatorial regions would dry out, while new oceans formed near what is now Canada, Russia, and Antarctica. Over time, the magnetic field that protects us from cosmic radiation would weaken or collapse entirely. Without this shield, solar radiation would bombard the planet, damaging DNA and making survival even more unlikely. Could humans adapt to this new world? Maybe, by building underground shelters or artificial habitats near the twilight zone between day and night. But most life on Earth would vanish in a matter of weeks. This is just one of the terrifying scenarios physics can predict. If you want to keep exploring the science behind disasters, mysteries, and the limits of reality itself, subscribe to the channel and join me for more mind-bending questions.